This is lesson 74 for Saxon 5 math. What we're looking at today is units of measure for length. So this is measuring how tall something is, how long something is, anything like that. So this is a little chart you get in your textbook. The chart in your textbook is much more detailed than the one I'm showing you. I'm only showing you the ones that we haven't looked at previously. So these ones are 12 inches in 1 foot, 3 feet in 1 yard, 5,280 feet in 1 mile, and 1,760 yards in 1 mile. So these are the ones we haven't worked with yet. So I'm going to do some examples using the ones we haven't worked with yet. So one example might be if I had 3 feet and I wanted to know how many inches were in there, I would take 3 feet. Well, I know 12 inches is 1 foot. Okay, so I know in every 1 foot there is 12 inches. Okay, I have 3 feet. So 1, 2, 3. I have 12 in each one. I'm going to add 12 plus 12 plus 12. Or if I don't want to do all that adding, I can take 12 and I can times it by 3. Both will give me the same answer. This is how I would convert feet to inches. Okay, if I was going the opposite way, let's say I had 24 inches and I wanted to know how many feet that was, then I'm going to take 24 and I'm going to divide it. Well, I know 12 inches is 1 foot. So I'm going to take 24 and I'm going to divide it by 12 and I'm going to come up with how many feet. Depending on which way you're going depends on whether you're multiplying or you're dividing. If you're going to a bigger number, you are multiplying. If you're going to a smaller number, you are dividing. So because I'm going from inches to feet, feet is a smaller number, I am dividing. If I was going from feet to inches, which is smaller number to bigger number, I would be multiplying. Sometimes you come across questions that will ask you how many inches are in, let's say, a yard. So how to figure that out is you go, okay, let's look at this question. This is example 2 in your textbook. 2 yards is the same length as how many inches? Well, I don't have a conversion from yards to inches. I do have a conversion from yards to feet. I know 3 feet are in 1 yard. Okay, so if 3 feet is 1 yard, that means I need to convert my inches, or I need to convert it from inches to feet to yards. So in 1 yard, there is 3 feet, which means I need to figure out how many inches are in 3 feet. Okay, well, that means I have 3 groups of 12. We did this just a little earlier. So 1 foot is 12 inches. 3 feet are 3 groups of 12, or 3 times 12, which is going to be 36. Okay, so I have 36 inches in 1 yard. Well, the question said 2 yards. Okay, so I now need 2 of these. So 36 plus 36, or 36 times 2, whichever one you would like to do. You do your math, 6, 7, and you get 72 inches. So there are 72 inches in a yard. Sometimes that happens, where you have to do multiple conversions to get to the number you need. As long as you're doing your conversions correctly, you'll still end up with the right answer. And again, because I was going from smaller number to bigger number to bigger number, I was doing timesing. If I was going from bigger number to smaller number, I would be doing division. This is lesson 74 for Saxon 5. Again, if you need this information, again, it is inside your textbook within the lessons and examples. There are a couple more examples in the lesson that I have not gone over. I would recommend going over them by yourself or together. Your book does have the answers, so try covering the answer before doing the example just to see if you can get it. And that is lesson 74.